did. The traffic wasn't too great though. I definitely had to look for the number on the building.
Yeah, sometimes it can be so confusing. I know. So many buildings at the same too. I found the traffic was horrible today. I was held up, so I'm really glad I was on time today, and I'm really glad you can make it. So, I see that you called. We talked a little bit on the phone. It's good to get you in early.
Yes, thank you for pushing me in.
Oh, no problem. So what brings you in?
I was having a bit of relation troubles with my boyfriend, and I just want to tell you everything and maybe, since I'm talking about it, get some insight and all that stuff, and maybe if you have questions later, it doesn't matter. But in the beginning, we're okay. We're definitely doing really good. Like, for the first while, it was amazing. He was sweet. We went out all the time. We hung out with his friends, even if it wasn't to a fancy restaurant or anything. Like, that doesn't matter to me. We can watch Netflix and hang out with his friends. That could be a date for me. But we stopped doing that, and we started being more secluded. And he never really wanted me to go out either. Never. Like, I'd ask, and it could be inside the town that we were at, and he still wouldn't let me. So that was fine, whatever. Like, I did want to be with my boyfriend, and I just wanted him to be happy and make sure that everything was okay. And then we started having a little bit of trouble with money and food, and that wasn't really okay with me. Like, so I started working more, and I started trying to work harder, but he wouldn't let me go to work some days. He'd have a lot of anxiety, and he was always nervous, and when that happened, he wouldn't let me go to work. So a lot of the time I called in, and that's not okay, because I can get fired, or I can get a bad name for other jobs, right? So I never wanted to do that, but I never really had a choice about it. I just got told, and if I didn't do it, then it was my fault for making him more nervous, or it was my fault because he was so scared about being ill with something. So it was always my fault. If I wasn't there, what if he died? And it was my fault that he died. So that wasn't okay. So I did stay home a few times, and we started having the money issue again, and we kept talking about it. He never wanted to resolve anything. He just wanted to push it underneath the bridge and let it be water, right? So no, we didn't ever talk about our problems, and I kept saying, I need to get to work, can't always do that. And one night I came home, I was nervous, and I have bad anxiety normally, so I was really nervous walking into our apartment, and then he told me that he wanted me to check his eyes, because he's kind of a hypochondriac, in my opinion. He has this stupid little thing for his camera to make it a pin light, and so he made me check his eyes. But that night I was really, really shaky, right? With my anxiety, I'm normally shaky. So I couldn't do it properly, and he was getting really frustrated with me and mad that I couldn't do it properly. And he grabbed me like that, and he's like, "Why can't you do this? Why are you acting like a fucking idiot? Why?" And I told him, I have anxiety. I can't. And he said, "Okay, we'll have a little break then, get you calmed down." And when I started calming down, he wanted me to do it. And I couldn't do it because I got anxiety again because he's always so worried about it. So I would get anxiety again, and he would always call me down for it, because I got anxiety again. He just call me down, call me names and all that stuff, and that's not okay, So we just tried to let that go. And one night he was just fixing his bikes. I'm sorry, I'm scattering everywhere. It's just these are the important parts to me.
Yeah, of course.
When he was fixing his bikes, which is fine because he likes riding them. He likes doing his little tricks and stuff, right? He was fixing his bikes, and he asked me for help, so I tried. And I accidentally put the bike down too slow, and the parts fell off of it. and he didn't know how to put it back together. So he was really, really frustrated, and he took a table chair, like a dinner table chair, and smashed it on the supper table. It kind of broke the chair, which scared me. So I tried leaving him alone. I went for a shower. He went back outside, tried to cool off, and then a few minutes later, he came and banged on the door, and he said, like, "Why the fuck are you in there? Why is it locked?" And I told him I was taking a shower. I don't know why you couldn't hear that. And it was just really scaring me. I felt like I couldn't go back to the apartment, and I just couldn't be with him. I started feeling like I couldn't love him, and
Started to lose your feelings. And it's just, it's a lot for one person. Like, that is a lot to go through.
And once I got out, I was kind of scared. I was like, what if he hit me, right?
Of course. Did he always have some kind of anger issues?
Yes. He told me he did. He told me that there's been issues when he was younger with his anger, and one time he's trying to let it out one time, and it was really, when he told me, I was really upset about it. He told me that when he was younger, he would strangle cats because he's letting out his anger.
And did he ever actually physically hit you to cause you to, like, is that anxiety always so high? Like, is it always, or did it escalate as soon as you walked in the door? Or as soon as you were around him?
It's normally really high, but it got worse every time I was around him. And he did have issues with pushing me. He'd push me a lot. And then I told him one day, I was like, stop. You don't need to push me. And that really didn't get through to him. So, yeah. He has a history of anger, has a history of pushing me. Yeah, one time he pushed me and I almost tripped over a cord, and his desk was right behind me, and I could have hit my head if I fell.
Does he drink ever, or any drugs to make him so angry all the time, or
He never really liked drinking, he said, and he never liked weed. He told me, like, him and his friend did it once before, and he said he didn't enjoy it. He didn't like the high, he didn't like the taste. So he didn't do weed, hasn't done any other drugs that I know of, and he doesn't drink very often. Like, when I'm around him, he never really drank.
Have you told any of your family or your friends that this has been happening?
No, I didn't really tell my family or friends. Once I started dating him, I became more secluded, and he ruined friendships for me, and he has hurt a lot of people towards me. Threatened my friends and family.
So I understand you probably want to leave, and that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah, I
need to
definitely
come
want
up
to leave
with
this
a
plan.
plan, because you can't go through this by yourself anymore. We can talk about getting a psychologist involved. Maybe I can give you a couple names, and you can
Okay.
call them on your own time if you would like to be totally included. We should maybe discuss talking to the police, maybe getting a restraining order. Obviously, he's not afraid to hurt you, and really does need to be dealt with in a proper manner. And I unfortunately can't hand him something, but the judge possibly could if you're willing to go and testify.
Yeah, I would definitely be willing to do that, since the stuff he has done to me, especially like emotionally, and my anxiety went straight through the roof when he started breaking stuff, and since I was too scared to go in my apartment.
Yeah, I understand. We will definitely meet again this week. Need to further with you